Hi everyone, in today's video I'm going to show you how I went from this
better with you
to this.
It's better with you.
Which is my newest track called Better With You. It's out now on Don Diablo's record label HEXAGON Records, so make sure to check it out. And today I'm going to tell you how I made it. But first we're going to talk about our very first sponsor on this YouTube channel, BenQ Lighting. Thank you. This is the Screenbar Plus from BenQ. Did you ever had your eyes hurting you while being on a computer for so long that you want to go outside and experience the real world? Did you ever had that feeling of turning on the light in your room but then you will see the reflection in your screen? Do you want to earn $5,000 per— whoops, wrong page, sorry. The BenQ Lighting Screenbar Plus could be a life changer for you. Designed to reduce eye strain, it can be automatically adjusted thanks to its light sensor, so you don't have to care about it, but you can also dim the light through its well-built desktop dial. I mean, look at this button, it feels like you're going to turn up the volume all the time, and I actually love it for that. You can also easily adjust the color temperature and also turn it on and off by just pressing the middle button. It's available right now on their website and also on Amazon, so links are in the description if you're interested. I actually love it personally and I use it all the time, even while gaming, so yeah, I think it's a great one. Alright, now we can go back to the video. It all started with another production which I called Sad, which didn't have any good vocal on it, so I was searching for a vocal. So then I sent my demo to my publisher, which is called Ultra Music Publishing, and they came back to me with this amazing vocal from Shells, which is a UK-based singer. She's absolutely amazing. She worked with Medusa and some other amazing artists like this, and I was absolutely blown away by the quality of the top line. Yeah, I decided to work on it and to make a new track from scratch with it, so here we go. So this was the first version of the project, and all I can say is that it's quite different from the last version. Let me play it.
Dancing in the moonlight, everything felt oh so right, darling. Ever since that night, it's better with you.
You can already notice it's much slower than the last version. And yeah, I started from this and I wanted a kind of DJ Snake vibe, you know, like those reggaeton vibes, summerish. I actually recorded the guitars myself because I don't even know how to play guitar, but I was like, okay, let's play note by note and then let's just put them together into a sample, and it sounds like this. And there's another one over here which sounds like this. Very summer. And I actually used those in the last version. Even this one, which I also made. Which was also from another project, but I just took all of them and put them into that project because I was like, we need guitars. But yeah, I wasn't convinced by this version because I was like, okay, this doesn't sound like me, this sounds like someone else, and I was looking for something which sounded a little bit more like me, so a more house vibe. And so then I made this.
Was in search for something, didn't see you coming, but straight away we both knew. We were dancing in the moonlight, everything felt oh so right, darling. Ever since that night, it's better with you.
So there we go. So there's a lot of processing on the vocal, especially on this part, which is literally my favorite part. You can see there's a lot of effects, there's a lot of things going on, and this is just the group of the vocals. There's a lot of different layers. There's actually 7 layers, I guess. Yes, there's 7 layers for the vocal. And they are each different. And then I use it as many effects as I could just to make every layer much different from each other. It's just like when you hear an orchestra, it's like every instrument is just part of a bigger thing. And this is just literally the same. And so then when you play them together, except this part, which is just only one layer. There's also a lot of compression on the vocal itself, which is just over here.
Was in search for something didn't see.
So if I deactivate all the effects, it sounds like this.
Was in search for something.
So very dry, you know, like it's just like a take from a microphone. And then I just put loads of effects on the vocal.
Search for something, didn't see you coming, but was in search.
So she sounds a little bit closer than she was to the microphone, and I really love that the way it does.
Search for something, didn't see you coming, but straight away we both knew.
So I definitely went for a more housey vibe, which is also more dance-able in my opinion. And I kept the same kick and I added a more trappy clap, which is over here. So it's not like a classic house clap, you know, it's more like a trap clap, I would say, but I really like the way it sounds because it sounds a little bit more different than just like putting house elements into it. So it's like mixing different genres, different cultures, and I love to do that. I also layered multiple basses in the drop. So there's like 4 layers that are just over here. So there's a sample, then there's a silent one over here. There's another percussion, and then there's another 808, which is giving this house vibe. This is just for the attack of the bass. This is the sub bass, and this is also for the attack. So when you put the attack together, it sounds like this. And with the bass together, it sounds really full. It also leaves some space for the vocal, which is literally the main part of the drop as well, because the whole track has been built around the vocals. So I wanted a drop which is also built around the vocals. So that's why I sampled this. So I actually didn't put any chord sound in the drop first because, yeah, I just wanted to let the vocal some space and just to remember the melody from the vocal, which is like quite catchy, like ooh, ooh. Also, if you noticed, it's more like a pop record for me, so I wanted to start the track as most of those pop tracks do, so it starts with the main melody from the vocal. With also the chords behind it, there's a piano playing and also my song. And over here, there's my piano, which is a Maverick from Native Instruments. There's a little bass also. For the break, I used several organic instruments because I wanted to make the break as much organic as I could compared to my other tracks, which are like really synthesizer based. So I used this piano, which is absolutely beautiful. It's the Noir felt piano from Native Instruments. Also, there's another layer, which is a string ensemble symphony essentials from Native Instruments as well. Absolutely beautiful sounding. And then there's a bass line, of course. Some little harp in the background. The guitar. And some other classic elements for a build-up, like those snares. The build-up is much softer than what I usually do, so that's why there's no snare in the first part. Otherwise, the snares will take over the vocal and it wouldn't sound great. So that's why I only put them in the second part of the build-up. So it brings out the energy for the drop, and then the drop comes in. But you don't have to feel the drop from here because it's a little bit too early, I think. I really love this part. I think this is my favorite part of the whole track.
Alright, darling, ever since that night, it's better with you.
I really love the way how is it super dry. Like there's a lot of elements. And then it's just dry, there's nothing empty. I think it's like more cinematic, you know, like there's a lot of elements. It's like building up, and then there's nothing, just a little voice saying, it's better with you. And my voice is absolutely terrible, by the way. Yeah, the whole arrangement is actually pretty basic. So there's a break, a drop, then there's another break, then there's another drop, and the end. What else do you need? So I think that's about it now. If you like this video, make sure to like it under the video, comment if you want it also, and if you want more video, make sure to comment. Also, the video clip is coming, so make sure to check it out, and see you really soon. It was Retro. Bye bye.